And for this roster, this is important. I mean, this is a group that's going to go on and play next March and April as Bernardina swings through a 3-2 offering. To be fair, I think DeCastro was a little worried on the pitch before last that he had gone around. He started headed back toward the third base side, and he'll punch this one over to first. Feel it on kind of a funky hop for Bobby Dalbec over there, and the underhand flip retires the side. He's the center fielder today. Joe Adell is in left field. He'll bat in the 2 spot. Top-ranked prospect for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And a swing and a blast off the bat of Waters out into right field. That'll touch down. No, that'll get out of here. Thought that was going to get down before it got to the wall. You talked about how this ball carries, JP. And a first pitch leadoff homer for Drew Waters. And the United States is on the board. It's 1-0.
What a start for the U.S. national team in this Premier 12.
Tanks one out to right. You know the runs are going to come. The United States right onto the board here in the bottom of the first. And Joe Adell foul tips one into the glove, goes down swinging. This is a very dynamic lineup, and it just doesn't let up.
Well, Scott Broach has talked about managing to the talent that he's got, and certainly power, a big feature for Team USA.
Carlos de Jalisco, the home ballpark of the Mexican Pacific Winter League squad. First knock of the day on the board for the Netherlands as Hendrik Clementina goes out for the first pitch here in the top of the second.
And on that 2011 World Cup championship team we mentioned, included a number of those peers, Didi Gregorius and Xander Bogaerts and Jonathan Scope as well. Everybody with Team USA has been telling us, really developed a quick bond as we see Cronenworth moving up to third, but that chemistry has developed very quickly, Tyler, and it's impressive to see it.
3-2 on the way, and Peyton lifts one in the air. This is a long run for
could
everybody.
Get the run in, depending on how he catches it. Here he goes.
The shoulder, throw into the plate, tagging in, diving in. Ball gets away from Hendrik Clementina, and that's going to go as a sacrifice foul out to the first baseman Profar. And Profar's throw not bad. I think Clementina might have just squeezed the glove a little bit early, and a good job by Jake Cronenworth to dive in, get the hand in there.
As he gives up the single here to begin the third.
Carlton Dahl bounces this one out to second, maybe a chance at 2. Chatham to the bag for 1. Cronenworth throw back to first. Dahl will beat it out. So champions from all the biggest leagues as the 3-2 offering misses away to Bernardina. Well, not a member of that Europe and Africa qualifier roster, and he may bounce into a twin killing here. Great job by Alec Baum. And Chatham will try to start his team on a similar note here in the third. Fires the hands at the first pitch and pops one into that large swath of foul territory first base side. Tough play, but Jeremy Profar has navigated things pretty well over there.
They are both that good.
Breaking pitch at the belt for a called strike 3. So Cordemans has retired the last 5 he's seen. That's his second strikeout. Joe Adell hammers one to left field deep, and a no-doubter. The United States a 3-0 lead.
I lost track of it going up. He hit it that hard, and of course it came down there in the left field stands. We talked about that power from Joe Adell. That is a special, special bat and a special young man and a special player. We'll be talking about him for a long time.
Thought that thing had a chance to hit the video board out and left.
Skied up in the air.
Monster blast from Joe Adell.
We talked about this, Tyler. He was, Henzy Mills was hoping to use him with the Netherlands ahead, of course, as we had a leadoff single for Team USA. But Howyer throws a sinker about 88 miles an hour, usually is what he ends up throwing, with a changeup and a slurvy breaking ball. I would encourage you, if you're watching back in the U.S. and want to come down and watch some baseball, a great place to be.
In the air, left side. Whoa, backpedaling to make the grab.
And very excited to see Team Mexico playing at home.
Swinging a shot to center field off of the bat of the big right-handed hitting third baseman Alec Baum.
The international setting, we have seen that from Team USA so far.
Peyton shoots one out to Bernardino, covers ground so easily out there. Collian Sams goes down swinging, his second strikeout. Cody into the windup and home on 1-2. Wave and a miss, and strikeout number 5. And catcher Eric Kratz with his first hit of the tournament as he shoots that one back up the middle into center.
Dave Turgeon, when I spoke to him, it was exactly right. He is someone who has a positive energy, life force. He has been that for Team USA today.
Batter is going to be out because that is an occupied first base on that. He is a really, really impressive offensive and defensive talent. And he waves and doesn't get a piece there. 3-2. In the air and crushed to left. Moving back is Rafaela, and he will watch it go. Grand slam, Bobby Dalbec, 7-0 United States.
Rafaela barely moved. And we talked about earlier in the at-bat, would he have the green light at 3-0? It looked like he did. It looked like he was keyholing there. If the pitch was in a particular spot, he was going to let it rip.
That was not a cheap one. You get that super slow-mo replay, and that is the pitch you salivate over as a hitter. The emotions of wearing the uniform and being there. He's got a double play ball off the bat. Whoa, 4-6-3 inning over. U.S. turns it beautifully. As Alec Baum goes first pitch swinging and shoots one out to second. Carlton Dahl puts him away. But already the juices are flowing everywhere, not just here with real games for Premier 12 already underway.
And the Canadians with some strong showings against Team Japan as well. So surprising results there, and I think speaks to the overall balance of play.
Kratz, who singled up the middle, and Brooker's off with a pitch. Throw down to third is not in time to get him. And you can see instantly Wawo wants to look at the replay.
May have a replay. We all know here, the teams know, the managers know, every run is precious. And when you're playing behind someone, that's why it's obviously important to have that understanding in that context. That's not something where a team is trying to take advantage or show up an opponent. This is how the tiebreaker is calculated. Certainly, to the fan who maybe isn't familiar with the tiebreaker, it can look a little surprising. 7-0, stealing third with one out there, but that's why it makes sense in this context. I think he's out.
I think you're right, and that is the call. So Brent Rooker is caught stealing, cut down 2-5 goes the put out over there at first, and I am now 1 for 1 on predictions. And
well done.
I am quitting.
Well done, my friend.
Done with predictions.
You are on the board. You are on the board.
You have the umpiring crews throughout Premier 12 will have different angles, different cameras, different looks at things that we don't need. Home whites today as the host team, bouncing ball out towards second, and no trouble there for Carlton Dahl. 1.99 ERA in 15 starts.
Incredible.
Gets the strikeout.
Playing the field was really a great thing for his whole team to experience. So a great showing in the fall league, and again here today.
Really quick. Top half of the 7th inning for Bolsenbroek, who was outstanding as he kicks and comes home to Drew Waters, and a first pitch fly ball to right. Kalyan Sams cruising under it, 1 up, 1 down. Pitch on the outside corner, a called strike 3 as Adell takes it there. So he's gone with his 3rd strikeout of the day.
Initial months now as a professional baseball player with the Chicago White Sox, and his adjustment and getting used to pro ball, making adjustments, and certainly another good one right there.
Fair down the left field line, bangs it off of that short wall in front of the seating bowl, stumbles around first. Now Vaughn's hung up between first and second, but the throw off line enables him to scoot into that bag behind Carlton Dahl. Bouncing ball left side, speared over there by Wawo, who's throw to first. Nice dig on the other side of that one.
And Pounder's someone who really has taken off in his career since using more sliders. That maybe wasn't one right there, but
Hendrik Clementina reached on a leadoff single in the 2nd and went to second base on a ground out behind him. This one skied first base side. So much foul ground, more than enough room over there for Bobby Dalbec, who makes the grab. Here on a beautiful afternoon. Scope out to short, and that's going to continue this roll for U.S. pitching as 3 up, 3 down. Netherlands retired in order. Chops one out towards short. Speared over there by Scope, but the throw is going to pull the, and that's actually Ray Patrick Didier, who's out there at short now. Does go up on the board as an infield single. Now swinging a drive off the bat, a bomb to center field, racing back on it. And there to make the grab. I don't believe that's Bernardina out there anymore. There's been a lot of shifting defensively for the Netherlands, so Edwards will retreat. Fantastic numbers at the AAA level, and he crushes one out to left field, and that one's way out of here.
He was all over that offering, and again, we're seeing now coming off the bench, Team USA's depth is on full and brilliant display here in the inaugural game of this Premiere 12, and it just tells you how adaptable this team is going to be for Scout Brocious going forward. This is a team with power.
Bouncing ball off the bat of Taylor Gushue to the left side.
It really fits in well with the way this team sets up. He could play second with Cronenworth's in there and potentially move over to short with Edwards entering the game.
Bounces into the final out of the inning. They also have dropped their pitch counts in every inning. 12 pitches in the 6th for Noah Song. That one lined off of the glove of Bobby Dalbec over at first, so Carlton Dahl finds his way aboard. The U.S. going to be sitting in the driver's seat after its opening contest, as the bouncing ball could turn into 2 and won't. It's the out at second base. There's a fly ball in the air to left. Adell in his tracks. 2 gone. 1-2 pitch is on the outside corner. A called strike 3, a pump of the fist from Clayton Richard. And the United States has wrapped up a very impressive opening day victory